There are many arguments for God's existence. I'm currently reading a book which gives 20 arguments for the existence of God. But in this video, I'm going to discuss the cosmological argument for God's existence. It says, anything that begins to exist has a cause. The universe began to exist. Therefore, the universe has a cause. Now, this is a deductive argument, and in a deductive argument, if the premises are true, the conclusion follows logically and inescapably. Now, let's look at these premises. Number one, anything that begins to exist has a cause. This is obviously true. From nothing, nothing comes. This is a metaphysical principle which has held since the time of Parmenides. Nothingness has no properties or potentiality. It cannot produce anything. The second premise, the universe began to exist. This is the mainstream view of contemporary astronomers. And there's also a philosophical argument for it. The universe could not be eternal because it is impossible to traverse an infinite series of moments. So if the universe were eternal, if it always existed, this moment would never have arrived. The conclusion, therefore, the universe has a cause. And I would argue that God is the best explanation for the origin of the universe. Now, I'm going to recommend William Lane Craig's book, On Guard. He explains the cosmological argument. My only disagreement with Craig is that he accepts the Big Bang Theory and the old universe view. He believes that the universe is billions of years old. I reject these views. I am a young Earth creationist. In his book, On Guard, he gives the cosmological argument, the teleological argument, that is the argument for a designer, the moral argument, and the argument for the resurrection of Christ. It's a cumulative case, and this is an excellent book. I'm also going to recommend here the book, The Case for Christ by Lee Strobel. Excellent book. And a book called Cold Case Christianity by Wallace. He's a homicide detective, and he applied his detective skills to the Gospels and concluded that Christianity is true. And in the book, he names other detectives and police officers who applied their skills and concluded that Christianity is true. These three books, I think, are good introductory level books presenting evidence for Christianity. That's all. Have a good day.